You have reached the Stretch Internet Broadcast Studio. Please enter your 4-digit code. Your code has been accepted. Your broadcast will begin in 5 seconds.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Utah Valley University Baseball tonight. As we begin a crucial Western Athletic Conference series, the final series of the regular season, as the Wolverines are in a hot Phoenix, Arizona to take on Grand Canyon University. Again, the final WAC series of the regular season, the second place Antelopes and the third place Wolverines. The two teams facing off for second place in the conference, and for Utah Valley, looking for that number 2 seed, and that's a seed that they currently hold, but the situation very in flux with Texas Pan American just a half game behind after winning today. So a loss today would put Utah Valley and Texas Pan American in a tie for third, second as far as teams that will compete in next week's tournament, and the number 2 seed, along with the number 1 seed, gets a bye in that first round. So getting set for the first pitch here, Grand Canyon, a team in its first year of a 4-year reclassification. So from Division II, they are not eligible for the first 4 seasons, but still having an exceptional year, 20-20 on the year, in 17-7 in the WAC. For Utah Valley to supplant Grand Canyon in second place, it would take a 3-game sweep. So doing so on the road here will be tough, but Utah Valley does need to match Texas Pan American this weekend to secure that number 2 seed. The magic number is 3 games, with 3 games left for Utah Valley and 2 games left for Texas Pan American. The Bronx are at Northern Colorado. They won today, so again, a half game back. So this is a huge game for Utah Valley to keep pace with Texas Pan American. Again, a loss would put them into a tie, and it's a tie that Texas Pan American holds the tie. A big weekend, and Wolverines on paper a much tougher opponent here with Grand Canyon coming in at 28-20 and 17-7 overall. The Wolverines 24-26, 15-9 in the WAC. And as we get set here, it'll be Cade Andrus to lead off the ball game. The first pitch to Cade is a strike. The starting pitcher for Grand Canyon is left-hander Andrew Naderer, 8-3, a 3.43 ERA, making his 13th appearance of the year, all starts. He has thrown a complete game. The 1-0-1 pitch, is low for a ball. For Naderer, the complete game came in his last appearance against North Dakota. 1 run on 7 hits, struck out 7 in that complete game win. And as Andrew swings and fouls it back, it was the 8th win of the year for Naderer, a 119-pitch appearance. And the count to Cade Andrus, 1 ball and 2 strikes as he fouls it back. If you're listening on WolverineGreen.com, you can also find the video there as well. There's the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball low, and a good take there from Cade. A pretty good pitch from Naderer. So the Wolverines have seen a heavy dose of left-handers, and Grand Canyon slated to start 2 this weekend. Last week against Seattle, it seemed like nearly everybody that Seattle threw at Utah Valley came from the left side. And here's the 2-2 pitch to Naderer. A breaking ball, swung on a miss, and a good one there. It broke in on Andrus' hands. He swung through it and strike three, one out. So after seeing Seattle's guys last week, Nader are definitely a little more velocity on both the fastball and the curveball, and more over the top than a lot of the guys from Seattle, specifically. Garrett Anderson was one guy we saw last week, but so the Wolverines winning 2 of 3 from Seattle, and now here's Grayson Bogdan into that second spot with Seth Rainier not in today's lineup. First pitch to Bogdan is low. So Bogdan, then Sean Moish, Mark Kruger, Riley White, Craig Brinkerhoff, Colby Croft, Bo Callis, and Zach Slesk. That's the Utah Valley batting order. Here's the 1-0, and it's away. 2 balls and no strikes. Home plate umpire today is Dave East. So this is the second game of a long road trip. Here's the 2-0 to Bogdan, down and in, and the count 3-0. Wolverines played at Nevada on Tuesday. We flew to Phoenix on Wednesday, practiced Wednesday night, Thursday night, and we'll play here against Grand Canyon Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Have Monday and Tuesday off, and hopefully Wednesday off before starting the WAC tournament. 3-0 pitch is in for a strike. If the Wolverines get that second seed, they would have a bye in the first round. If they do not, they would play as the 3 seed, or the 4 seed, they would play on Wednesday. 3 balls and a strike to Bogdan. The pitch is up and in. And Grayson Bogdan's the first base runner of the ball game. He walks on 5 pitches from Naderer. The Naderer, a guy with a 58 strikeout to 24 walk ratio. And the second hitter, the 24th walk. So Wolverines have a base runner for Sean Moish. Moish hitting from the right side, and Nader will go over to first base against Bogdan, the runner at first. He's 1 for 2 on the year in stolen bases. And again, Bogdan back in with a throw to first. It's Walker in left, David Walker. John Kealoha in center. And in right, Brandon Smith. That's the outfield for the Antelopes. And here's a line drive into left center field. This is going to be trouble. It'll split the outfield. There's Bogdan rounding second on his way to third. Here he comes toward third. He's going to be waved home. The throw from the cutoff man. One hops and I think he got under he's out at the plate. That is strike thrown from, I want to say, the second baseman, De La Guerra. And it was, and it almost looked like Bogdan got under that tag, but he's called out at the plate. And so a double for Moish, but Bogdan out 7-4 to 2, and there are 2 outs. It's a double. So Moish at second, and here's Kruger. So East is going to clean off home plate. Is the slide for Bogdan there. The throw from the left fielder, or the center fielder, Kealoha, was a little bit offline, but De La Guerra did a nice job in adjusting to go get it, and then throw a one-hop strike to the catcher Meyer. So strike 1 to Mark Kruger. A 1-pitch breaking ball in for a strike, and it's 0-2. So they've credited Moish with a single on the hit. And they moved to second on the throw. Here's the 0-2 to Kruger. It's down and gets away, and Moish is going to hesitate, but then eventually takes third. Some of you couldn't see the ball, and the pitch from Naderer, and Moish to third. So he's at third with 2 outs. So Kruger, a 1-ball, 2-strike. Naderer breaking ball, and Kruger just does get a piece, chops it foul on the first base side of Utah Valley's dugout. Wolverines in the gray uniforms today with Utah Valley. Grand Canyon in the white. And here's a 1-2 pitch. On a miss, and it's getting in the dirt. They're going to throw down to first base. They do. Then retire Kruger. So he strikes out, and the Wolverines strike out twice in that first inning against Naderer and have a chance to score, but a play at the plate. And Grand Canyon throws out a runner, throws out Grayson Bogdan trying to score from first on the hit from Moyes. So Wolverines do not score in the top of the first inning. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. Here's the lineup for Grand Canyon. Leading off the left fielder, David Walker, and the shortstop, Paul Panachone. Chad De La Guerra, the second baseman. Josh Meyer, the catcher. Michael Pomeroy at first base. Ben Mosseth at third. Brian Kraft, the DH. Brandon Smith in right. And John Kealoha in center. And that's the batting order for Grand Canyon. Defensively for Utah Valley, Kate Andrus is in left. Craig Brinkerhoff in center. Sean Moish in right. Around the infield, Bo Callis at third. At short, Zach Slesk. At second, Grayson Bogdan. And at first base, Riley White. Behind the plate for the Wolverines, Colby Croft. He's catching. And the starting pitcher, sophomore right-hander, Danny Bettis. So Seth Rainier has been the guy who started mostly pretty much 2 out of 3 every weekend, but Rainier today sick. Unable to go, so Colby Croft will get the start. Croft making his 16th start of the year. And Danny Bettis on the mound making his 14th start. He has a 4-3 record, a 3.18 ERA, 73 2/3 innings, 26 earned runs, 71 hits, a 262 batting average against, and he struck out 36, walked 40, and it's a number that's he's improved on as the year has gone on. So Walker is going to be the leadoff hitter for Grand Canyon, hitting .361 on the year. And this is a Grand Canyon lineup that will run quite a bit, almost top to bottom. And Walker's got 19 on the year. Here he shows a bunt for the first pitch and takes a fastball high. So Walker with 19 stolen bases in 26 attempts. Panachone, the guy on deck, 17 stolen bases in 20 attempts. Another pitch is up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. And Chad De La Guerra, the second baseman, the number 3 hitter, 14 for 14 on the year. So top 3 hitters in the lineup that 50 bases combined. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and it's in for a strike. The 2-1 pitch is high, 3 balls and a strike, and that's one thing Bettis needs to stay away from is the walk, especially with the way these guys run. And Grand Canyon on the year, 82 stolen bases in 108 attempts. Very impressive stolen base percentage. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and it is low for ball 4. So just like that, the Wolverines, Danny Bettis will pitch out of the stretch. And we'll see how much attention they pay on Walker. Right now here's Paul Panachone, who is the shortstop. He's hitting .253. And so just based on the numbers, .253 on the air, a lot of speed, you could see a lot of things in play here. It is just the first inning, but this might be how we see Grand Canyon go at things at the top of its order. Here, Panachone shows bunt, bunts it toward the third base side. Bettis quickly fields it, throws to first, and it's in the dirt. White cannot field it, and both runners are safe. So Panachone will get a sacrifice, but it's a throwing error on Bettis. he got to it quickly and had time to make the throw, but threw it low and a one-hop to Riley White. And Riley tried to dig it, but deflected off his glove and put Panachone aboard, so first and second. So a walk and then an error. And now here is De La Guerra. So already pressure on Bettis here in the first. 2 out, 2 on, nobody out. De La Guerra swinging first pitch, grounds it to short, chance for 2. Selects to Bogdan to White, and they got a double play. 6-4-3 as the left-handed De La Guerra hit it right to Sleskin fairly sharply, and that allowed the Wolverines to get De La Guerra, who runs well at first for the double play. On the double play, the runner Walker to third. So that erases the error. And now Josh Meyer, the catcher, with 2 outs and a runner at third base. Meyer hitting .250 on the year, making his 25th start. He's started pretty much half of the time here for Grand Canyon. First pitch swinging, and he swings through a breaking ball from Bettis for strike 1. So if Bettis can get Meyer here, it would work around the leadoff walk and the error. To Meyer. Meyer, the catcher, 22 runs batted in on the year, a home run. Here's the 1-strike pitch, and it's low, and Croft quickly knocks it down. And pretty far down the line went Walker. Again, a guy with 19 stolen bases on the year, and he's going to be very aggressive on the base pass, we can tell. So with 2 outs, a ball that scampers not far away from Croft, we may see him take off for the plate. But a good stop there by Colby, and they count 1-1. That is still from the stretch. Here's the 1-1 to Meyer, and it's away for ball 2. Wolverines had a chance to score in the first, but Grayson Bogdan cut down at the plate. 2 strikeouts in that inning for Andrew Naderer. Here's the 2-1 pitch, swinging a chopper towards third, a high hop. Callis has got it, will take his time, throw to first, and record the out for out number 3. So Bettis pitches around the leadoff walk and his own error. And both teams strand a runner at third in the first inning. After 1, Utah Valley and Grand Canyon, no score. Here on WolverineGreen.com.
Shane Company has hundreds more engagement rings than any other jeweler in town. If you're looking for a platinum ring, our selection is huge in both traditional styles and fashion-forward looks. Our buyers collaborate with top designers in the U.S. and around the world to create unique platinum engagement ring styles exclusively for Shane Company. Like all of our engagement rings, you can customize your platinum ring with the diamond or ruby or sapphire of your choice. Some jewelers in town don't even carry platinum engagement rings, and the ones that do have only a few mass-produced styles. Go to Shanko.com or come to our store for a superior selection, the best value, and the hottest-looking styles.
Now you have a friend in the diamond business. Shane Company, at the corner of State Street and 7200 South. Open weekdays till 8, Saturday till 5, closed Sundays. Online at shaneco.com.
Top of the second inning, Utah Valley and Grand Canyon, no score. Both teams with chances in that first inning. Grand Canyon throwing out Grayson Bogdan at the plate in the top of the first, and then the Lopes getting first and second, nobody out, but a double play and then a ground ball to end the inning. And the Wolverines got out of that. Danny Bettis got out of that inning unscathed. So we go to the second, and it'll be Riley White to lead it off for Utah Valley. So White, like Moyes, hitting from the right side against the left-hander Naderer. And as the Wolverines bat in the top of the second inning, it'll be White, Brinkerhoff, and Croft, and the first pitch misses up and away. So Nader, 2 strikeouts in that first inning, up over 90 innings pitched on the year. Here's a pitch, and it's in for a strike. Sac State defeated North Dakota today 8-2, and the Hornets clinching at least a share of the WAC regular season title. Here's the 1-1, right. Hits a breaking ball high and deep to left field. This one has a shot into the corner. It's off the wall, halfway up it. And White's going to take second base with a double. Very nearly left the yard with that one. A high wall all the way around the outfield, 320 down the line. And I think he just got too much air under it. He had some decent backspin, but hung up there too long and ricocheted probably almost halfway up that wall. So White's aboard at second hit of the day for Utah Valley. And here was Craig Brinkerhoff with White at second and nobody out here in the second inning. Texas Pan American winning 8-1. We talked about that earlier. And so the Bronx just a half game behind the Wolverines. Here's Brinkerhoff, first pitch, a little bit low. So Sac State now, Grand Canyon, a team with an outside shot to share that WAC title with Sacramento State. The Hornets, with a win tomorrow, would clinch the conference regular season outright. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball towards right center field. That one's hit very well. Brinkerhoff hits this one, and it's going to go out of the yard, a home run. That thing kept carrying from Brinkerhoff. He goes to right center field with the home run. And White with the home run, or with a double off the wall. Then the home run for Brinkerhoff, and the Wolverines lead at 2-0. 6th home run of the year for Brinkerhoff. That ties him with Moish and Kruger. So 3 guys with 6 home runs, and now Brinkerhoff up into that, and 30 runs batted in now. In that 30 RBI area with both Kruger and Moish. Kruger with a team lead at 35, Kruger at 38, Moish at 35, and now Brinkerhoff at 30. So home run number 6 for Craig, and we've seen him show quite a bit of power to the opposite field. It's not his first home run to that part of the field. And the first pitch to Colby Croft is low. Interesting that practice the last 2 nights. I didn't come to practice, but I talked to Coach Matson. He said, the ball just does not fly very well, this park, and already we've seen the Wolverines hit one off the wall and hit one out of the park. So here's Croft. He swings and he hits this one well towards left field, but being on the left fielder, Walker. And again, the Wolverines, some good contact. That one leads to out number 1.
All new NBA banking from BBV.
So here's Bo Callis, the third baseman, 1 out. And the first pitch just off the plate. And Bo hitting .252 on the year. 3 home runs, 12 batted in. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He swings and fouls it back. It was very warm today, up in above 100 degrees, but there's some cloud cover now. It's the sun hiding behind it, and as the sun starts to go down, it's a very pleasant evening here in Phoenix. 1 ball, 1 strike to Callis. Here he swings and fouls it back again. And the count 1-2. Seattle leading Bakersfield 5-3. And those are 2 teams playing for really the 4th and 5th spots. Here's the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, a little squibber out towards second base. De La Guerra's got it. He'll throw to first, 2 away. So Zach Slesk will hit with 2 outs and nobody on. And Slesk, the starting shortstop, now has kind of taken over with Cam Zollinger being out with the injury. Here's the first pitch to Slesk. He hits this one in the air towards right center field. That one carrying pretty well. The right fielder Smith over, though, and onto the warning track. He makes the catch. And so Slesk gives that one pretty far right. The Wolverines, some loud outs in that inning and some loud hits as well. The double from Riley White, the home run from Craig Brinkerhoff, an inning and a half complete. And the Wolverines lead it 1-0.
Patrol, we have a 418 in progress.
10-4, we're on the scene.
Son, there's no grilling permitted on this beach.
Whoa, I didn't make this. It's Costa Vida's fresh grilled chicken burrito.
Do I look like a rent-a-cop?
Well,
When I see layers of freshly grilled chicken, cilantro lime rice, and a warm handcrafted tortilla, I know they must have been grilled on my beach.
but you smell that, Rookie? Roasted green chili sauce?
You making signature sauce on my beach?
No. Rookie, you buying this? Captain, I bought last time. Taste summer. Escape to Costa Vida.
Congratulations, Wolverines, on your inaugural season in the WAC. Let's celebrate at the Fairfield Inn by Marriott Provo Orem in their newly remodeled rooms, lobby, and gym, plus their friendly staff and the fastest internet in Utah Valley. The Fairfield Inn by Marriott hotels are #1 in the world in customer satisfaction, and they're the best value in the Valley, with a great rate of $79 per room per night for faculty, staff, and students. Restrictions may apply. Call today for details and to reserve your room. 801-377-9500.
Bottom of the second inning from Brazel Stadium, Phoenix, Arizona. And Utah Valley leading 2-0. To start the second inning for Grand Canyon, it'll be the first baseman, Michael Pomeroy. Then Ben Mossa, the third baseman, Brian Kraft, the designated hitter, due up against Danny Bettis. So Bettis worked through some trouble in that first inning, but put a 0 on the board. And here he faces Pomeroy, the left-handed hitting first baseman. First pitch is outside. Pomeroy hitting .328 on the year. Grand Canyon in second place overall in the WAC, also ranked second in the league in batting average as a team, hitting .280 as team ERA at 3.35. The pitch high, and the count 2-0. So Pomeroy hitting .328 coming in, a home run, 29 batted in, 8 doubles. And Croft out to talk quickly to Bettis. Danny walked the leadoff hitter in the first inning, David Walker. And behind Pomeroy here, 2 balls and no strikes. Pomeroy started all 49 games for Grand Canyon. This is game number 49. Here's a strike in the count, 2-1. Wolverines will have Ryan Evans tomorrow, Andrew Frater on Sunday. The Wolverines need to win as many times as Texas Pan American does this weekend in order to secure that number 2 spot. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a chopper, and it's starts rolling foul and does just go foul. I think it hit the leg of Pomeroy, and the home plate umpire, Dave Yeast, said, I don't think so. So maybe the ball doesn't lie there. Is some crazy spin off that one. But Andy Stinkowitz, head coach for Grand Canyon, is going to come out and talk to the home plate umpire Yeast. And Pomeroy didn't move out of the batter's box. He just kind of stood there. And Yeast didn't make a call. He just watched. And so Bettis tried to come get it, but some serious backspin on that ball, and it spun foul just barely as Bettis tried to retrieve it. So it just goes as a foul ball, and they count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pomeroy pointing to just below his knee near his shin, saying that's where it hit me. So 2-2 from Bettis to Pomeroy. Danny from the windup, the pitch swung and fouled back, and the count will hold at 2-2. Yeah, if that didn't hit Pomeroy's leg, that would have had some wicked backspin. It had to have hit part of him. The way that thing had the spin on it. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Doesn't matter anyway. It's still a foul ball. Curveball just off the plate, and the count 3-2. So Bettis trying to avoid the leadoff walk here for the second straight inning. Three-two pitch to Pomeroy. And it's swung and hit down the left field line, slicing into that corner. Andrus giving chase, but it gets out of play. Into the Grand Canyon bullpen. Down the lines here, the bullpens really eliminate a lot of foul territory down the line. There's not a lot in the first place, but both bullpens kind of jet out towards the foul line, probably about 200 feet from home plate in foul territory, and really, like I said, eliminate a lot of foul territory in the outfield. Here's a swing and a foul off of Croft, and but again, Pomeroy fouls it off, and so the count remains 3-2. So the Seattle and Bakersfield series, and that'll be an interesting one, because whoever wins that series, I think, will have that fourth seed. Seattle leading 6-3. The Redhawks won yesterday. They currently are percentage points behind. Here's a swing and a fly ball. Left center field. Brinker off a long run, but it's going to be Cade Andrus who puts it away. So Bettis retires Pomeroy after a couple foul balls on 3-2 pitches, and there's one out here in the second inning. One out, top of the second. Ben Mosseth, the third baseman, will step in. So Mosseth, another left-handed hitter for Andy Stankiewicz. And Bettis with one out here, bottom of the second inning. First pitch to Mosseth is swung and fouled out of play. Mosseth way late on that pitch. He swung at the last second. So no balls and one strike. To Mosseth, hitting .253. Bettis the line to the throw, swing and a foul back, and the count 0-2. So Grand Canyon goes right, left to the top of the order, then right, left, a switch hitter in Mosseth, who's hitting from the left side against the right-hander. Left-hander Kraft, right-hander Smith, and a left-hander Kealoha. So a lot of diversity as far as right-left goes in the Grand Canyon lineup. 2-strike pitch, breaking ball, popped up. Left side into foul territory. Callis over toward the third base coach's box, and Bo makes the catch with the glove hand, and there's 2 away. So 2 gone in the bottom of the second, and Brian Kraft, the designated hitter. Kraft hitting .265. He's making his 23rd start of the year. 22 hits and 83 at-bats, 9 runs batted in. So again, a left-handed heavy lineup facing Bettis, and the third straight here in the inning. And Kraft takes the first pitch wide for ball 1. One-0 pitch is swung on a miss, and the count 1-1. Bettis, the sophomore, for Utah Valley on the year. Coming into the game, overall has a 3.18 ERA. In the WAC, though, under 2. Kick a little slider there that misses high, 2-1. 3-1, a 1.99. 2 complete games. Does have the shutout at Sacramento State. So good numbers in league play. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it's in there for a strike, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. In the bottom of the second inning, the Wolverines leading 2-0. Bettis a deep breath out of the windup, and the 2-2 pitch is way up and away, and the count full. So Danny goes full to Pomeroy to lead off the inning. Got him after a couple foul balls on 3-2 pitches to fly out to left, and then he got Mosseth to foul out to third base. Didn't throw a ball to him, but he goes 3-2 now to Brian Kraft with Brandon Smith on deck. 3-2 pitch from Bettis. Swung and fouled back, and we'll do it again. Nader, the starter for Grand Canyon, with 2 strikeouts in that first inning. Danny Bettis still looking for his first strikeout. Another 3-2 pitch coming. Danny, a long look in, and now the wind in the throw. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and he came with an off-speed pitch and got Kraft swinging to end the inning. That's the first strikeout for Danny Bettis. 2 complete. Utah Valley 2 and Grand Canyon nothing.
Hi, I'm Ben. And I'm Blake from Murdoch Hyundai, where we are Utah's only recipient of the prestigious President's Award. This month, lease a brand new Elantra for as low as $169 per month. Or get 0% financing for up to 60 months. You've got to come and see us at Murdoch Hyundai.
Captain Sorensen here for the guaranteed best meatballs anywhere. Firehouse Subs Meatball Sub.
King of the meatballs, that's for sure.
Without equal.
Well, technically, the Firehouse Meatball does have an equal. The Firehouse Meatball Sub you eat today is just as amazing as the one you'll eat next week, and every week after that.
So basically, they're co-rulers. That what you're saying?
I'll put it this way. Nothing compares. And no wonder Firehouse Meatballs are specially blended with premium ground beef and pork, aged Parmesan cheese, toasted breadcrumbs, and Italian spices. And the crown? Our zesty marinara plus melty Wisconsin provolone. And the throne, please? Our perfectly toasted private recipe sub rolls. It's the classic Firehouse Meatball Sub. Guaranteed to be the best meatballs you've had anywhere. Try it today, only at Firehouse Subs. Take one bite. Our way beats their way. If you don't agree, it's free.
Look for us on Facebook, Twitter, and firehousesubs.com.
Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen.
Wolverines will have the top of the order due up here in the top of the third inning. Kate Andrus will lead it off. Kate Andrus, then Grayson Bogdan, and Sean Moish. Wolverines leading 2-0. Andrew Nader, the left-hander, and the first pitch of the inning to Kate. Cage struck out in the first inning, and a good breaking ball from Nader. Here's the pitch down and in, and the count 1-1. One and one to Andrus, who on Monday was named the WAC Player of the Week. He swings and fouls this one back. It's been somewhat of a rough go at the plate for Cade this year, but had a great week last week and drove in 10 runs in a 3-1 week for the Wolverines, and was named the second WAC hitter of the week for Utah Valley this season. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Naderer. The 1-2 pitch is low, and it's 2-2. Nader, a sophomore left-hander, 6'2", 170 pounds from right here in Phoenix. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Andrus. And the pitch is low again, and the count full. So Nader, just a pitcher, but they list the, as all teams do, list the what the pitcher hits as well. He bats right-handed, throws left-handed, just like Kate Andrus. So 2 lefties that swing it right. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Cade. The pitch is low, ball 4. So Andrus walks to begin the 3rd inning. And now he may see Bogdan try to do some things to move Andrus to second. A lot of options. Cade, who runs pretty well, 5 for 5 in the year in stolen bases. So certainly not a guy that will go automatically, but picks and chooses. And when he gets that high leg kick going, he goes pretty quick. Big lead over at first. And the first pitch from Nader to Bogdan is low for a ball. And I do think if you see Utah Valley get into a hitter's count here, 2-0, 3-1, something like that, you might see Andrus off at first base on a hit and run. Before the 1-0 pitch, Nader will go to first. And Cade, not a big lead there. This is a Grand Canyon team. Most of the roster comes from right here in Arizona. Another move to first. 24 players from Arizona, 8 from California. 1 from Florida, 1 from Hawaii, and 1 from Idaho. Brian Kraft from Eagle, Idaho. Here's the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-1. John Kealoha is the Lopes. 1 ball, 1 strike before the pitch, and they'll throw to first. Well, Andrus had his biggest lead so far off of first base on the first pitch. One ball and 1 strike to Bogdan. The pitch. He shows bunt and pushes it toward the third base side. A pretty good one, but it hits the lip and rolls foul. It had some. It was bunted pretty hard off the bat by Bogdan and just kind of kept moving towards that line and would have hit the lip of the grass in the dirt. It kicked pretty far foul, and Malseth picked it up in foul territory. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nader has twice this year struck out 8 hitters. That's his season high. 2 so far today. 1 and 2 to Bogdan, another move to first.
All new NBA.
So far, Nader has been pretty pronounced with that move to first base. And again, another throw to first. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bogdan. Nader is set now. He steps off with the left foot and throws. And this time, Cade back in with a dive. Cade walked in that first inning and was cut off trying to score on the hit from Moish. Before the 1-2 pitch, another move to first. So right now, looks like Grand Canyon and Nader are betting that Andrus is set to go the next pitch, what each time he hasn't done. So against the left-hander, you've got to take off on the first movement. So it's almost just a guessing game. And another move to first. One ball and 2 strikes. Still to Bogdan. Andrus a little bit bigger lead this time. And the 1-2 pitch is outside 2-2. Well, one thing you get with when you're worried about the runners, such as how much Nader has kind of gone over and worried about Andrus, is when he tries to quick pitch, he's got to make sure he comes set. And he just did come set on that 1-2 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nader is set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. A ground ball hit towards the middle. The shortstop, Panna Jones, got it. Steps on second. Throws to first. And a double play. So 6-3 double play there. It was a breaking ball that Bogdan just hit on the ground past Nader on the mound. And Panna Jones, a few steps to his left, picked it up and just had to step on the bag and throw to first. Took his time, made a good throw, and gets the double play. So 2 outs and the base is empty for Moish. Moish 1 for 1 today. The pitch swung on and chopped towards third. Another breaking ball. Fielded there by Malseth. A long throw across, and the Wolverines are done in the top of the third. 2.5 complete. Utah Valley 2 and Grand Canyon nothing.
Hey, UVU fans. What would you say if I told you you could stay in one of Utah Valley's pristine hotels for free? Well, guess what? You can. By signing up for La Quinta Returns, you can earn free nights at La Quinta. Stop by one of our many locations or visit us at lq.com. That's lq.com. Be a true UVU fan and stay at La Quinta Inn and Suites in Orem.
Hey Wolverine fans, this is UVU President Matthew Holland, and I would like to personally invite you to join the Wolverine Club. The Wolverine Club coordinates social activities, pays tribute to student athletes, and honors alumni and friends who provide support to the athletic program. Donated contributions provide academic and athletic opportunities for over 300 Utah Valley University student athletes annually. There are many benefits for Wolverine Club members, including courtside seating, club luncheons, dinners, and much, much more. Be a Wolverine, support scholarships, and join the Wolverine Club.
Bottom of the third inning here from Phoenix, Arizona, and the sun setting, a picturesque sunset out as the skies are kind of red and purple. Some clouds in the sky. It's made for a much, I'm not going to say cooler, but not nearly as hot as it was this afternoon when we arrived for batting practice. Up above 100 degrees today and supposed to be there all weekend. Brandon Smith will lead off the bottom of the third inning for Grand Canyon. Smith, Kealoha, and then Walker. Walker, the leadoff hitter. So Smith, his first at bat, swings and misses at the first pitch. They count 0-1. Smith, the right fielder, hitting 198 on the year. Making his 30th start of the year. Oh, one pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brandon Smith, a 6'3", 195-pound sophomore, so he's well built. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's down and away, gets away from Croft. Smith, 20 hits in 101 at-bats. He's got 3 doubles. Again, some good size, though. 6'3", listed at 195. Could be north of 200 pounds. Looks fairly well built. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Danny Bettis. And it's low, ball 3. Bettis behind Smith, 3 balls and 1 strike. And again, Smith hitting 198 on the year, not a guy you want to give a free pass to. Here's the 3-1 pitch, swinging a foul back. Good cut there. And the count full. Three balls and 2 strikes. Bettis has seen his fair share of full counts here early. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Ground ball towards the middle. Bogdan a long run. Dives, knocks it down, but that's going to scamper into shallow center field. That'll be a base hit for Brandon Smith, the first hit of the game for Grand Canyon. And so a runner aboard for John Kealoha, the center fielder. And now Kealoha hitting 205 on the year. And the center fielder from Hawaii. Kealoha, 5'7", 155 pounds. So not a big guy. We'll see. There's a quick move by Bettis to first base. Back in with a dive is Smith. We'll see if Kealoha tries to sacrifice or get a bunt down to at least move Smith to second base. Kealoha hits from the left side. Smith on the year, 7 stolen bases, and the first pitch is down and away. One ball, no strikes. Another throw to first by Bettis. Kealoha, the center fielder, presumably runs well. 2 stolen bases in 6 attempts. He's the guy at the plate. And again, Bettis throw over to first. Danny, a pretty quick move to first base. 1 ball, no strikes. There goes runner. Here's the pitch. It's high. Throw down to second base is not in time. So Smith has a stolen base, and Kealoha a fake bunt there. And for Smith, it's stolen base number 8 on the year, and he's at second with nobody out. For Grand Canyon, that's stolen base number 83 on the year. Contrast that to Utah Valley, who's stolen 23 bases. 2 balls and no strikes from Bettis to Kealoha. 2-0 pitch. Again, he pushes the bunt towards the right side. One hop towards Riley White. He'll pick the ball up and tag Kealoha, who stumbles into foul territory, hustling down that line at first. And that ball up in the air nearly hung up long enough for Riley to catch it in the air. And if he does that, Smith read that thing as a good bunt the whole way and was all the way down to third base. If Riley makes that catch, it's an easy double play. But the runner to third and 1 out. And now an opportunity to score for Grand Canyon. Sacrifice for Kealoha. And now top of the order, David Walker, who walked to lead off the bottom of the first. First pitch is a breaking ball for a strike. Walker, who was at first, moved to second on the error on the sacrifice by Panachone, and then was stranded at third. Here's a breaking ball again, and Walker late on it, swings and misses, and the count 0-2. Two strikes to Walker, and now the Wolverines defensively in around the infield. Here's the 0-2 pitch, another breaking ball that misses high, and the count 1-2. So with the 2 strikes, trying to cut off that run at the plate on a ground ball. One ball and 2 strikes. And so Bettis pitching for that ground ball right at an infielder or a strikeout. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's just off the plate. Pretty good pitch there from Bettis, and the count 2-2. Colby Croft tried to sell it. The count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Walker. Bettis from the stretch, the set, the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. So a lot of breaking balls in that at bat to Walker. And he backdoored him on a curveball for strikeout number 2, and there's 2 outs now in the third. Now the shortstop, Paul Panachone. Panachone, who sacrificed in that first inning, but reached on the error, the throwing error on the low throw by Bettis. So again, Bettis trying to pitch around a runner in scoring position, and a breaking ball to Panachone in for a called strike. So big strikeout there for Bettis, especially if he can get Panachone here. 1 strike pitch, fastball off the plate. It's 1-1. On the breaking ball that Bettis tried to backdoor Walker on that was off the plate. He's throwing the ball to the glove, so he's throwing it where Colby Croft wants it. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High fastball swung on and missed. And the count 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. And Bettis for the second time, trying for the second time to strand a runner at third and get out of the inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back, and we'll do it again. If Panachone reaches, it'll be Chad De La Guerra. And De La Guerra, the guy who entered this week the best average in the WAC, the group of hitters in that range, but it entered hitting .362. Another 1-2 pitch coming. Here it is from Bettis, breaking ball down and away. As Croft catches it on the backhand, and there's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes from Bettis. And the pitch, breaking ball, slapped into left field. That's going to be a base hit. And that'll get Grand Canyon on the board. Panachone turning hard at first. He'll head towards second as Andrews struggles to pick it up. It'll be a double. As the ball hung up there, hanger from Bettis, and the score now 2-1. So Panachone with the hit, and he's now in scoring position. 18 runs batted in on the year. And now Chad De La Guerra, who the top run producer on this the Grand Canyon team. And De La Guerra, first pitch swinging in the first inning, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. Pitch from Bettis here is hit towards the right side. That's a base hit. That's going to tie the game. Running third on his way home is Panachone. The throw comes into second. And on back-to-back pitches, RBI hits from Grand Canyon. We're tied at 2. So now, with De La Guerra at first, here's the catcher, Josh Meyer. And we'll see if De La Guerra is in motion. So 3 hits in the inning for Grand Canyon, and we're tied at 2. Here's the pitch, and it's low. So Smith, who led off the inning, a base hit on a 3-2 pitch. Moved to second on a stolen base, to third on a sacrifice. But after Bettis got a big strikeout of David Walker with 1 out and a runner at third. A pitch away from getting out of the inning, but a double from Panachone and a base hit from De La Guerra. And we're tied at 2. Really a situation for De La Guerra, who's 14 for 14 in stolen bases. Be surprised if he's not off during this count. First pitch to Myron for a called strike. One and one. And a throw to first by Bettis. Wolverines got 2 in the second, the 2-run home run from Craig Brinkerhoff. And Grand Canyon with a pair of 2-out hits here in the third. 2-2 the score. Another throw by Bettis to first. One ball, 1 strike. There goes De La Guerra, a huge jump. And no throw from Croft. He stole that one off Bettis all the way. 15 stolen base of the year. And now De La Guerra in scoring position on a 2-1 count to Meyer. Second stolen base of the day for Grand Canyon. 2-1 to Meyer. The pitch, swinging a chopper. Will throw back across to first base, and Grayson almost looks surprised he found the ball in the glove, but he makes the play, and the Wolverines are out of the inning. 2 across, though, for Grand Canyon. 3 complete. Utah Valley and Grand Canyon tied at 2 here on WolverineGreen.com.
If you're looking to go with a winner, better check out the nation's largest full-service security provider, Protection One. Protection One serves over 1 million residential and business customers all across the country. Protection One has a 95.6% customer satisfaction score and an A-plus Better Business Bureau rating. And if you're looking to make a great career move, Protection One is hiring now. Visit careers@protectionone.com for details, or drop by our Career Center just off the University Avenue exit of Interstate 15 and head for 1290 Sand Hill Road in Orem, or visit youdon'tknowp1.com.
Game management is brought to you by the Les Olson Company. The difference between success and failure can come down to game management. Partner with the pros at Les Olson Company to manage all of your document needs. Managing the flow of information is vital to the success of any business. Les Olson Company provides its partners with a full range of document management solutions backed by a veteran team of professionals. More than paper and ink, more than hardware and technology, this is a partnership. Visit us online at lesolson.com. Les Olson Company, your business empowered.
We go to the top of the fourth inning from Brazel Stadium in Phoenix. Utah Valley and Grand Canyon tied at 2. It'd be Mark Kruger to lead off the inning for the Wolverines. So 4, 5, and 6 due up. Kruger, White, and Brinkerhoff. And Kruger, who struck out in the first inning. First pitch down and away for ball 1. Both teams with 3 hits so far. Here's the 1-0 pitch down and away. Not missing by much. The count 2-0. Pitch to Kruger in for a strike. And Kruger now hitting .299 on the year. It's a 3-way tie with 6 home runs for Utah Valley. Here Kruger swings and misses on a pitch on the inside corner. Just did get a piece of it. The count 2-2. But after the home run from Brinkerhoff in the second inning, Moish, Kruger, and Brinkerhoff each with 6 home runs. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kruger. The pitch from Nader down and away. An easy take there, and the count full. Really a nice sunset now. It's palm trees out beyond the outfield and in the distance, and kind of a reddish purple sky. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Kruger bounces it high towards first, running to first base, and the play at first is just in time, as it was a high chopper to Pomeroy, and he had to wait for that one. Covering first was Nader, and just barely getting Kruger. So he's retired 3-1. And now here's Riley White with 1 out. So White, who's 1 for 1, had the double. Then scored on the home run. The first pitch to Riley, a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Riley hitting .249 without a home run on the year, but very nearly left the yard in the second inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch, or the 1-0 pitch, excuse me. Checked his swing, and on the appeal he did hold off, so they count 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Nader. Riley swings and grounds this one towards first. Pomeroy's got it. He'll take it himself, and they're 2 away. So Nader looking for that shutdown inning. He's, after his team got 2 in the bottom of the third, he's retired the first 2 here in the top of the fourth. So now Brinkerhoff with the bases empty. And the first pitch is low. Craig with his 6th home run of the year, 29th and 30th runs batted in. Home run to right center. Brinkerhoff, the sophomore. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses away. 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0 pitch coming from Nader to Brinkerhoff, and it's a generous strike on the inside corner. And the count 2-1. The side of the plate that Bettis didn't get in the bottom of the third. Here's the 2-1 to Brinkerhoff, and again, same spot, same called strike, and it's 2-2. Two and two to Brinkerhoff. 2 outs here in the fourth. Nobody on in the 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3. So we went back again. 3 pitches to Brinkerhoff on the inside corner, and Dave East calls them strikes. And 3.5 complete. Utah Valley and Grand Canyon tied at 2.
This is your post-game therapy. Win, lose, or draw. Regardless of the game's outcome, you are guaranteed a win at Tucanos. All that mouth-watering, marinated, and grilled to perfection Brazilian goodness. More than 15 meats and vegetables served hot off the skewer at your table. Your taste buds are gonna samba. Let the dance begin. Visit Tucanos at Provo. Be sure to mention this ad and receive a free Brazilian lemonade. Call 801-224-4774 for reservations today.
Elise, come on, it's game day. You've got all weekend to study.
Jen, this has nothing to do with studying. I've got to work. The way the economy is, I figure I'll be working for the next century just to pay off these student loans.
Well, you know...
I know. You joined the National Guard, so your college is completely paid for. Yes, you've mentioned it a couple thousand times.
The National Guard Scholarship covers up to 100% of your tuition. Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Wolverines down in order in the top of the fourth. Actually, since that Brinkerhoff home run, other than Andrus, who walked, who was retired on the double play, the Wolverines have been retired in a roundabout way, 9 straight by Naderer. And we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Danny Bettis back out, and the first baseman, Michael Pomeroy, will lead it off. So both teams 2 runs on 3 hits. First pitch to Pomeroy, down and away. Well, Seattle now in front 8-3 on Bakersfield. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's high, 2 balls and no strikes. So Seattle wins that one. If they hold on to win that one, it'll move into that 4th spot and put Bakersfield into spot number 5. If you're watching the stream, as the 2-0 pitch misses away, 3 balls and no strikes. There's a stream on WolverineGreen.com. If you are listening, go to the stream. You can see the sunset. A beautiful night here in Phoenix. Beautiful sunset. Purple skies beyond the center field wall. 3 balls and no strikes to Pomeroy, and a pitch at the knees for a strike. We got the text from Jason Erickson, the Director of Media Relations for the WAC. Here's the 3-1 pitch, swung and fouled back, and the count full. Jason and the WAC staff will be down here early next week to get ready for the WAC tournament, which starts Wednesday at the Cubs Park, the Cubs spring training facility in Mesa. And the question is, will the Wolverines be the number 2 seed, or will they be the number 3 seed? 3-2 pitch is swung and fouled back again. Bettis has worked back from a 3-0 count to a full count to Pomeroy, who flew out to Kate Andrus in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Another 3-2 pitch. So on and hit towards left field again. And again, it's Andrus in a few steps, puts it away, 1 out. So twice now, Pomeroy has flown to left. Now third baseman Ben Mosseth fouled out to Callis in the second inning. First pitch here is high. And again, Bettis can't come with strike one. He's fallen behind quite a bit here. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's low. 2 balls and no strikes. Croft out to talk to Danny. Danny went 3-0 to Pomeroy, came back to eventually get him, and goes 2-0 to Mosseth. And now Dave Carter's going to come out and have a talk with Bettis and Colby Croft. Danny, despite throwing a lot of balls today, has walked just 1 so far, 2 strikeouts. Again, the scores from today in the WAC. Sac State defeating North Dakota 8-2 and clinching that at least a share of the WAC regular season title. 1 Utah Valley win or a Sacramento State win tomorrow would assure the Hornets of the title outright. Pan American 8, Northern Colorado 1. So Texas Pan American, if a Utah Valley does not win today, the two teams would be tied. Here's a swing and a foul back on a 2-0 pitch. So Texas Pan American definitely watching the score here and rooting for Grand Canyon. Two balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch, swung and foul back again, and it's 2-2. Eight to 3, Seattle leads Bakersfield, and again, whoever wins that series would have the number 4 seed. Chicago State leading New Mexico State 8-5 in the top of the ninth, and Chicago State poised to take the first 2 in that series. Here's a swing and a fly ball towards the corner and left, tailing, and it slices foul as Andrus went after it hard and slid in. But it lands in foul territory, and the count holds 2-2. New Mexico State kind of struggling down the stretch here, but the only thing keeping the Aggies alive in the WAC tournament in that 6th spot is the fact that North Dakota keeps losing. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Hard fastball there from Bettis, and strikeout number 3 for Danny as Mosseth swings through the 2-2 pitch, and now the designated hitter, Brian Kraft. So North Dakota losing it did clinch a spot for New Mexico State. And the Aggies will be the 6th seed. And so the winner, the team that finishes in the 3rd seed will face New Mexico State in the first game. Here's the first pitch to Brian Kraft. It's low. One-0 pitch, a little looper towards right center field. That's going to drop in a base hit. 4th hit of the day for Grand Canyon. That's a 2-out single for Kraft. And Grand Canyon, which scored twice after they were 2 outs in the third, trying to bring a little 2-out rally here in the fourth. So the 6th seed will be New Mexico State. Here's a throw to first by Bettis. Already 2 stolen bases today for Grand Canyon. Mosseth is 6 for 9. His first pitch swinging is Smith, and I say Mosseth is 6 for 9, and that's great and all, but he struck out, so he's not the runner. It's Kraft the runner. He has not attempted a stolen base. 1 strike on Smith as he fouls the first pitch back. So either Utah Valley or Texas Pan American will play New Mexico State. That's in the 7 o'clock game on Wednesday night. The 4th and the 5th seed. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a little looper towards right again. Coming in Moish. That's going to drop in front of him. A base hit. Rounding second hard is Smith, but he'll stop there. Back-to-back 2-out singles for Grand Canyon. Really neither one hit all too hard, but just dropped in front of Moish in right field. And now Kealoha, the center fielder, with a chance to give Grand Canyon the lead. So it looks like, and I haven't done the math. I'll wait for Jonah Goldberg, the Texas Pan American's SID, to do it for us. He is a guru when it comes to pretty much everything, and he's been giving us the magic numbers each day. Here's Kealoha with 2 outs and 2 on, and the first pitch wide for ball 1. But I'm almost positive the 4th and 5th seed will be Bakersfield and Seattle, the teams that are playing today. So they will not only finish the game today, they'll play tomorrow, then they'll play Wednesday at 3 o'clock to open the WAC tournament. 1 ball, no strikes to Kealoha. And the 1-0 pitch is down and away, 2-0. And Bettis not getting that pitch that Naderer got. So really the seeding in 4-5 not really all that relevant for Bakersfield and Seattle, 2 teams playing today. Here's the 2-0 pitch, swung and popped up left center field. Very shallow. Andrews coming in. Cam Sarner makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So 2-out base hits, but they strand both. 4 complete. Utah Valley and Grand Canyon tied at 2.
Hi, I'm Dave, a UVU student majoring in digital media. Did you know that by ordering UVU license plates, you contribute to the General Scholarship Fund and help students, like myself, afford tuition and other college expenses? In addition, you have the added benefit of showing off your UVU pride while driving around the valley. The cost is a one-time $15 fee for your new Wolverine plate, plus your annual $25 scholarship donation. Pride your ride. Order your UVU license plates online.
UVU fans love their athletics. But did you know that they love to stay at La Quinta Inn and Suites across the street from UVU? Yes, that's right. With La Quinta's Bright Side Breakfast, free wireless internet, workout rooms, heated indoor pool and spa, great rooms, and friendly staff, what's not to love? Be a true UVU fan and stay at La Quinta Inn and Suites in Orem.
It'll be Colby Croft to lead off the 5th inning for Utah Valley. Croft, Callis, and Slesk, 7, 8, 9 due up in the order. And Andrew Nader, who's retired 8 of his last 9, and the only one he didn't retire, Kane Andrus. He eventually retired on a double play. So just 1 base runner in the last 9 hitters after the home run by Brinkerhoff. So Croft, who hit one fairly well to left, but Hung up there for the left fielder Walker, and the first pitch to Colby in this at-bat is a called strike. So 0-1 to Croft. From the left-hander Nader. And another strike, and Croft doesn't like it. He turns and walks out of the box. And he's a guy trying to get the calls for his pitcher, Bettis. So he does know the strike zone that's been called so far tonight. He didn't like that one. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from Nader, breaking ball down and in. Wolverines 2 in the second on the home run by Brinkerhoff. Grand Canyon 2 in the third. 1-2 pitch down and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Then after Nader worked that inside corner against Brinkerhoff, 3 straight pitches. He got all 3 pitches called strikes and called strike 3. He's tried to work Croft in there a couple of times. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's low and the count full. Colby Croft, a senior. Been limited by injuries last year a little bit and this year quite a bit. From Pleasant Grove, Utah, 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. A big cut there from Colby. But he's down swinging. 4th strikeout for Nader, and here's Bo Callis. Here's Callis. First pitch to Bo. He chops one high towards third. Waiting on it is Mosseth. He'll field throw to first, and Bo Callis retired on 1 pitch. So 2 quick outs here in the 5th inning, and here's Zach Slesk, the shortstop. Slesk, who flew out to the right fielder Brandon Smith to right center. A ball that carried fairly well. First pitch to him here is in for a strike. Nothing in 1-2 Slesk. Here's the pitch. It's up high. And a count 1-1. Slesk, and then to the top of the order. Here's the 1-1. Slesk check swing, holds up on a pitch low, and the count 2-1. 2-1 to Zach. The pitch in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Slesk entered today inning 239. This is his 32nd start of the year. He's played a lot of third and a lot of short. Split time between the two. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and he jams him. Ground ball towards third. Mosseth a couple steps to his left, throws to first, and again the Wolverines down in order. So the bats have quieted for Utah Valley over the last three plus innings. And Nader has retired 11 of 12. Halfway through this one, Utah Valley and Grand Canyon tied at 2.
Blake, and I'm Ben from Murdoch Hyundai. We didn't become Utah's #1 Hyundai dealer without putting our customers first. This month, lease a brand new Sonata for as low as $189 per month, or get 0% for 72 months.
You gotta come and see us at Murdoch Hyundai.
As an alum of UVU, there are many benefits, like the UVU Alumni Card. The card gives you access to the UVU Library and Activity Center. In addition, cardholders can also get discount tickets to UVU sporting events and even 15% off UVU apparel at the bookstore. Other benefits include on-campus dining discounts or local restaurants, including Applebee's and Chili's, and discounts on UVU intramural registration fees and selected outdoor adventure center rentals. And the best part is, the card is free. Apply for the UVU Alumni Card online at uvualumni.org.
Bottom of the fifth inning, tied at 2. And Andrew Nader is kind of taking control here for Grand Canyon, the left-hander. And again, after the 2-run home run by the second inning, the Wolverines got the Riley White double off the wall in left to begin the inning, then the home run from Brinkeroff to give the Wolverines a 2-0 lead. But no hits since, just one base runner since, and a base runner that was erased on a double play. So Nader has really settled down. He struck out 4, and now to the bottom of the fifth, it's the leadoff hitter, David Walker, and the first pitch is ball 1. Walker 0 for 1. Here's a chopper towards first. Riley White's going to field it. Will flip to Bettis, and they do just get him in time. Walker, a guy who runs very well. Well, he puts a lot of pressure on the defense, just putting the ball in play, and it took a well-oiled machine there, and the pitcher Bettis covering immediately on the ball on the ground hit on the right side, so he's there, and they retire Walker. Here's Paul Panaccione, the shortstop. Panaccione is 1 for 1. He's been aboard twice. First pitch in there, a little bit low. And Panaccione reached on an error. It was a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Reached on a throwing error by Bettis, then a doubled home run in the third, and then eventually scored the tying run on De La Guerra's RBI. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch from Bettis in there, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Bettis in the dirt. Skips away from Colby Croft, and they count 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 to Panaccione, the shortstop. The pitch from Bettis, line into center field, coming on Brinkeroff. That's going to hang up. Craig there to make the play, 2 outs. Well hit by Panaccione, but just some backspin and stayed up in the air. Brinkeroff, pretty good read on it too. It's one that off the bat looked like when he was going to have to crash hard for, and then he started, then stopped, and just waited for it to arrive. And 2 outs in the fifth for De La Guerra, who is 1 for 2, an RBI single that tied the game in the third. First pitch from Bettis is a swing and a miss. A foul tip into the glove of Colby Croft. It looked like a slider there from Bettis. De La Guerra entered hitting .362. Here's a ground ball towards the third base side, but foul. Kind of squibbed past the third baseman, Bo Callis. And they count 0-2. De La Guerra hitting .363 now. The RBI earlier is 38th of the season. That leads Grand Canyon. Mark Kruger with 38 to lead Utah Valley. 0-2. From Bettis to De La Guerra, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And a 3-pitch strikeout, and De La Guerra asking a home plate umpire if it was a strike, and looked like it was maybe off the plate a little bit. So Bettis, 1, 2, 3, fifth inning. 5 complete. We are still tied at 2, Utah Valley and Grand Canyon from Brazil Stadium, Phoenix, Arizona. You're on WolverineGreen.com.
You're my storyteller. You're my bucking bronco. You're my protector from closet monsters. You're my shoe tire. You're my macaroni and cheese maker. You're my Saturday morning cartoon buddy. You're my alley fixer. You're my catcher, pitcher, fielder, and coach. But if you get hurt at work, all that can change. So please be careful out there. Be careful out there. Please be careful.
A message from Workers' Compensation Fund.
Stay ahead of the game.
Know your opponent and understand your assets. Leveraging technology to manage the flow of information is key to the success of any business and organization. From multifunction copiers and printers to sophisticated software programs, Les Olson Company provides its partners with a full range of document management solutions backed by a veteran team of professionals. Rethink documents. Rethink information. Think Les Olson Company. Visit us online at lesolson.com or any of our 7 locations. Les Olson Company. Your business empowered.
The Wolverines will have the top of the order due up here in the 6th inning. Kate Andrus to lead off against Andrew Nader, who has not allowed a hit since the 2nd inning, a base runner since the 3rd. And Kate Andrus is the 9th, the last base runner, the 9th of 8 straight. So Nader trying to make it 9 in a row. He's retired 11 of 12 after the home run. He's pitched to the minimum since that home run from Brinkerhoff. And he's retired the side in order in each of the last 2 innings. Here, Andrus swings at the first pitch and hits it towards center field, slicing towards right center. But the center fielder, Kealoha, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th inning. So 1 gone on 1 pitch here in the 6th. And now Grayson Bogdan. Bogdan is 0 for 1. Shows bunt, takes a pitch at the knees for a strike. Grayson walked in the first. And then grounded into a double play in the 3rd. A breaking ball from Nader that he hit just off the side of the mound. And Panachone, the shortstop, fielded it, stepped on second. And here, Bogdan back up the middle, a base hit, this time off the mound again, but this one through. And there's the first Utah Valley hit since that 2nd inning. 4th hit of the day for the Wolverines. Bogdan now 1 for 2. And he's aboard for Sean Moish. So that ends a streak of 9 in a row, retired by Naderer. And now the Wolverines have a potential go-ahead run at first base with 1 out. So here's Moish. 1 for 2 on the day, and the first pitch is low for ball 1. And a base hit into that gap in left center in the first, and Bogdan trying to score from first was thrown out. Moish hitting from the right side, and before the 1-0 pitch, a throw to first by Naderer. So Chicago State has defeated New Mexico State 8-5. And clinched that series. Here's a pitch just off the plate, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes, and before the 2-0 pitch, a throw again to first. Bogdan not much of a lead at first, but here in a 2-0 situation, and a situation where the Wolverines could put Bogdan in motion and on a hit and run. Don't see Eric Madsen do it a lot, but he's done it more of late. And the 2-0 pitch, Moish taking all the way, he takes a strike. It's 2-1. That's one of the few times we've seen Nader with that high leg kick with the runner at first. Usually quicker to the plate with the runner at first base and more pronounced with that high leg kick. Usually goes to first with the throw. So 2 balls and a strike to Moish. Nader with that leg kick and a throw to first. And again, you just kind of a guessing game here. If Bogdan's not going anywhere, no reason he should be picked off. But if he's going to try and steal, it'll be on first move. Here's a swing and a Fly ball towards left center field. To his right is Kealoha, and so Andrus the flat on the first pitch of the inning towards right center to Kealoha. Bogdan the single back through the middle. And then Moist the fly out to Kealoha in center into left center field. And now Mark Kruger with Bogdan at first. And Kruger today 0 for 2 against the left-hander. Now hitting .298 on the year, and a throw to first by Naderer. Grayson 1 for 2 on the year in stolen bases. Wolverines with 4 hits on the day. Grand Canyon with 5. Here's the first pitch to Kruger, down and away. I think with the home plate umpire, Dave Yeast, what we've seen on the strike zone is to a right-hander, that pitch is a strike. To a left-hander, it's off the plate. Does that look like the same pitch was called a strike on Brinkerhoff? 1 ball, no strikes. And Nader steps off with the left foot, throws to first. Grayson back in with a dive. 1 ball, no strikes to Kruger. Mark, who's hit left-handers better this year than he did last year as a freshman. Still looking for his first hit today. Here's the 1-0 pitch, breaking ball in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Grand Canyon, or excuse me, Bakersfield. We're at Grand Canyon. Bakersfield has tacked on 2 more runs in the 8th inning and now within 3, so it's 8-5. Seattle in front of Bakersfield. Another throw to first by Naderer. And I spoke incorrectly earlier. I said whoever wins that series. It's whoever wins. If Seattle's going to have to win the last 2 games, if Bakersfield wins one of those 2, then they would be the 4th seed. But like I said earlier, too, it doesn't really matter. Just matters what uniform they'll wear in the first game of the WAC tournament. Another throw to first by Naderer. So it will be Bakersfield against Seattle, the 3 o'clock Pacific time game on Wednesday. And so either Utah Valley or Texas Pan American will play at 7 o'clock that night. There's the 1-1 pitch, breaking ball down and away, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Kruger. So if the Wolverines finish tied or behind Texas Pan American, the Bronx will get that 2 seed. The Wolverines have to finish a game in front of UTPA to get the 2 seed and have the bye on Wednesday. Otherwise, the team in the 3rd seed will play UTPA, or play New Mexico State as Kruger grounds it to first. What I'm trying to say is the number 3 seed will play New Mexico State on next Wednesday at 7 o'clock in game number 2 of the WAC tournament. So a big weekend here, and the Wolverines through 5.5 are tied at 2-2 with Grand Canyon here on WolverineGreen.com.
At Which, customization rules. Grab a bag, our signature red Sharpie, and customize your which, any which way you want it. Choose from more than 50 superior sandwiches, all custom crafted with the freshest meats, cheese, and more than 60 toppings. Visit us online at www.whichwich.com. That's www.whichwich.com.
Dude, I finally checked out Wolverine Crossing, that huge property everybody's talking about. They have fully furnished rooms, come with huge flat-screen TVs. They do roommate matching, monthly events, huge pools, and a gigantic 18-person hot tub.
So you're telling me we found our housing for next year?
Heck yes.
Hashtag sweet. Hashtag sign me up.
Call today to be part of the pack. 801-431-0000 or visit WolverineCrossing.com. Wolverine Crossing is a proud sponsor of UVU Athletics. Wolverine Crossing. Student living redefined.
Grand Canyon will have its number 4 hitter due up here in the 6th against Danny Venice, Josh Meyer. Meyer, Pomeroy, and Mosseth. And the first pitch is low and in for ball 1. Meyer today a pair of groundouts. He grounded out to Callis, the third baseman in the
All
first.
new NBA.
And then grounded out to the second baseman, Bogdan, in the third. Here's the 1-0 pitch, chopped very high. Callis is going to have to wait and get rid of it quickly. Exchanges, throw to first in time. Really good job by Bo. And again, had to wait on that one. A very high chopper. We've seen a few of those today. A couple have gone over towards third base. Bo actually hit one himself. But Meyer retired 5-3. Second time he's grounded out to Callis at third. So 1 out, and here's Pomeroy, the first baseman, who's twice flied to left. Both times the count was full. Here's the first pitch to Pomeroy outside. One ball, no strikes to let the first baseman Pomeroy. Here he swings and lines this one on the first base side, but foul. That thing just took a little too much and finished about a 1.5 foot foul pass first. One ball and 1 strike to Pomeroy. Mosseth, the third baseman, on deck. 5 hits for Grand Canyon, 4 hits for Utah Valley. Both teams with 2 runs. Here's a swing and a foul back, and the count 1-2. .8:15 local time here in Phoenix. 93 degrees, says weather.com. As the sun's down, a very warm. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball in the outside corner, a called strike 3. And that's the first time we've seen Yeast go that wide to a left-handed hitter. So a wide strike there for strike 3. About where the strike 3 to Brincroft was, but like I had said in the last half inning, we had not seen Yeast call that pitch against a left-handed hitter, but here he does against Pomeroy. So 2 outs in the 6th. And now Mosseth, the third baseman. First pitch to him, grounds one hard past third. Callis kind of a lunge toward it, towards the line, but it's fair. Here the run's going to head for second base, and they're going to have him. The throw to second, and Andrus, by a good margin, fires a strike to Grayson Bogdan. So a base hit, but Mosseth retired 7-4 to end the inning. And so we're through 6. Utah Valley and Grand Canyon still tied at 2.
Base Patrol, we have a 418 in progress.
10-4, we're on the scene.
Son, there's no grilling permitted on this beach.
Whoa, I didn't make this. It's Costa Vida's fresh grilled chicken burrito.
Do I look like a rent-a-cop?
Well,
when I see layers of freshly grilled chicken, cilantro lime rice, and a warm handcrafted tortilla, I know they must have been grilled on my beach.
But you smell that, Rookie? Roasted green chili sauce?
You making signature sauce on my beach?
No. Rookie, you buying this?
Captain, I bought last time.
Taste summer. Escape to Costa Vida.
Congratulations, Wolverines, on your inaugural season in the WAC. Let's celebrate at the Fairfield Inn by Marriott Provo Orem in their newly remodeled rooms, lobby, and gym, plus their friendly staff and the fastest internet in Utah Valley. The Fairfield Inn by Marriott hotels are #1 in the world in customer satisfaction, and they're the best value in the Valley with a great rate of $79 per room per night for faculty, staff, and students. Restrictions may apply. Call today for details and to reserve your room. 801-377-9500.
Head to the top of the 7th inning, 2-2 the score. I apologize, I jumped the gun there. I started playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We won't hear that until after this half of the 7th. So not quite 7th inning stretch time. Wolverines hit in the top of the 7th. It'll be Riley White due up, Craig Brinkroff, and then Colby Croft. And Andrew Nader, the left-hander for Grand Canyon, is he and Danny Bettis both pitching quite well tonight. Both have allowed 2 runs so far. Bettis 2 runs on 6 hits. Nader 2 runs on 4 hits. And the first pitch to Riley White is a strike. Riley with 1 of the 4 hits given up by Nader. It was a double off the wall and left. That at home is a home run. A high wall here, 320 down the line. Here White shows a bunt and bunts it foul. So 9th inning now in Seattle, 8-5, the Redhawks lead. Once that game goes final, this will be the only game left on the day in the WAC. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riley scored on the home run from Brinkroff. He led off that 2nd inning with the double. Here's the 1-2 to Riley, and it's outside again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nader has just cruised along since that 2nd inning. Two-two pitch coming to White. Here it is. He hits it into center field, and Kealoha froze there. I don't think he had to move at all. He puts it away, 1 out here in the 7th. So Kealoha positioned just right of center field and positioned perfectly to retire White. So 1 out in the 7th, and here is Craig Brinkroff. 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run, struck out looking in the 4th. And the first pitch to Craig, in for a strike. For Danny Bettis, 2 runs on 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. For Andrew Nader, 2 runs on 4 hits. And here Brinkroff, it's a breaking ball out on his hands, pops it up to left. And it's Walker who's there to make the catch, 2 away. Nader now through 6 2/3 after retiring Brinkroff. 2 runs, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. And now Colby Croft with 2 outs and nobody on. So here's Croft, first pitch, swinging, hits one towards right center field, and it's Kealoha again. So 3 fly ball outs in a quick top of the 7th inning. Now it's 7th inning stretch time. Utah Valley and Grand Canyon still tied.
I'm Ben. And I'm Blake from Murdoch Hyundai, where we are Utah's only recipient of the prestigious President's Award. This month, lease a brand new Elantra for as low as $169 per month, or get 0% financing for up to 60 months.
You've got to come and see us at Murdoch Hyundai.
Now we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. And this score is still tied at 2. Kind of in a pitcher's duel here. It's Danny Bettis back out for Utah Valley. Bettis pitching around some trouble in the first. Andrew Nader pitching around some trouble in the first as well. The Wolverines got 2 in the second. A 2-run home run by Craig Brinkroff, his 6th of the year. Grand Canyon got 2 in the 3rd. And other than that, no team really has threatened much. The Antelopes had 2 men aboard with 2 base hits in the 4th with 2 outs. But since Bettis has retired 7 straight. And here the first pitch of the inning is a ground ball towards the middle, backhanded by Bogdan. Throw to first is not in time. And a good play there by Grayson, but Kraft just does beat it out. And the first hit, or the second hit, for Kraft. And now Brandon Smith, will see if a possible bunt is on, as there is some stirring in the Utah Valley bullpen. That's the 7th hit against Bettis today. Smith is 2 for 2. Singled, still second, scored the first run. Here he shows bunt, takes a pitch down and in. The Wolverines just need to play defense here, and have struggled with errors this season. And have failed already once today to get an out on a sacrifice attempt. In a clear sacrifice situation, 7th inning in a tie game, or on the leadoff man aboard. And before the 1-0 pitch, Bettis will turn and throw back to first. The Seattle game has gone final. The Redhawks win 8-5. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He pushes the bunt towards the right side. White will field, tag him out with the glove. And the sacrifice is successful. And now the go-ahead run in scoring position for Grand Canyon for Kialoa, the center fielder. Kialoa today 0 for 1. And a sacrifice in the third, flew out to left to end the fourth. Kraft at second base with 1 out. And the first pitch is low. Kialoa, 5'7", 155 pounds from Hawaii. A 1-0 count from Bettis. There goes the runner. Here's the pitch. It's high. Throw down to third base, and they got him at third. So the Lopes took a chance there, a fake bunt and a steal. But Croft on a throw that was short hot by Callis, but Bo, nice job to dig it, and they had Kraft out fairly easily trying to steal at third, and that's a big out there. So 2 outs in the inning, and the bases are empty. 2 balls and no strikes to Kialoa. Here's the pitch from Bettis, and it's a strike. So the Lopes took a chance, and it does not pay off here in the 7th inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch, grounded towards short. Slesk will field it, throws across to first in time to get the speedy Kialoa. Leadoff base hit. Does not cash in any runs for Grand Canyon as the Kraft's caught trying to steal third. We're through 7. It's still Utah Valley 2 and Grand Canyon 2 here on WolverineGreen.com.
Shane Company has hundreds more engagement rings than any other jeweler in town. If you're looking for a platinum ring, our selection is huge in both traditional styles and fashion-forward looks. Our buyers collaborate with top designers in the U.S. and around the world to create unique platinum engagement ring styles exclusively for Shane Company. Like all of our engagement rings, you can customize your platinum ring with the diamond or ruby or sapphire of your choice. Some jewelers in town don't even carry platinum engagement rings, and the ones that do have only a few mass-produced styles. Go to Shanko.com or come to our store for a superior selection, the best value, and the hottest look. Shane Company at the corner of State Street and 7200 South. Open weekdays till 8, Saturday till 5, closed Sundays. Online at shaneco.com.
Bo Callis will lead it off here for Utah Valley in the top of the 8th inning. We continue to be tied at 2. It's been 2-2 since the 3rd. And both pitchers through 7 have allowed just the 2 runs. So Danny Bettis for Utah Valley, Andrew Naderer for Grand Canyon. And Bo Callis, who is 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts so far today. First pitch is down and in. Wolverines do have action in the bullpen, Valgartson and Ulibarri. Here's the 1-0 to Callis. He swings and hits this one on a line to center field. Coming on Kealoha, and the last second breaks late, but catches it with the glove turned over to make retire Callis for the first out. And the ball hit well by Bo, but one out here in the 8th. Wolverines need a win here to keep pace with Texas Pan American. Here's Zach Slesk, the shortstop. First pitch, Slesk shows bunt, takes a pitch high. As of this moment, the Wolverines control their own destiny in an attempt for that number 2 seed. Here's the 1-0 to Slesk. It's in there. Oh, it's low. Looked like a strike, but it's 1-1 or 2-0. Loss, though, now the Wolverines would need help from Northern Colorado and still need to win. So this is a big game here tonight. 2-0 to Slesk is low. 3 balls and no strikes. Cade Andrus on deck for the Wolverines. Three-0 pitch to Slesk, and it's high, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk given up by Nader to the number 9 hitter, Zach Slesk, and now top of the order, Cade Andrus. Third walk of the day allowed by Naderer. He walked Bogdan in the first, Andrus in the third, and has been nearly flawless since that second inning home run. Slesk just the third base runner since that second inning home run. Nader has given up just 1 hit since then. Here's Andrus. First pitch is low, and it's 1-0. So 1-0 to Andrus. Slash the runner at first. And a throw to first by Nader. One ball, no strikes still to Andrus. Cade struck out in the first, walked in the third, flew out to center in the 6th. Here he shows bunt early. And pulls back. The pitch is a ball and a throw down to first base. Slesk back in with a dive. 2-0. So a good hitter's count here for Andrus. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch, I think Cade taking all the way, takes a strike. It's 2-1. Tomorrow, the same time, 6:35 Pacific, 7:35 Mountain. Sunday, 12:35 Pacific, 1:35 Mountain. Top of the 8th inning, 2 balls and a strike to Andrus and a throw to first by Nader. Slesk about a step and a half off the bag at first. Again, this is a Grand Canyon team, 28-20 on the year, 17-7 in the WAC in second place. Here's the 2-1 to Andrews. He swings and fouls it off. 2-2. But Grand Canyon not eligible for the postseason, and it's a place that Utah Valley is familiar with. The Wolverines jumping from junior college to Division I. It was a 6-year reclassification, or 6-year provisional, as they termed it, for a team not part of the NCAA. Grand Canyon was a Division II program and has a 4-year reclassification period before being eligible for the postseason. So the Wolverines know how that feels. Here's the 2-2 to Andrews. A ground ball towards short, a chance for 2. To second, on to first, double play. And a 6-4-3 double play ends the top of the 8th. Andrews hit it sharply, but right at the shortstop, Panachone, and Wolverines are done in the top of the 8th. 7.5 complete. Utah Valley and Grand Canyon still tied at 2.
Hey, UVU fans. What would you say if I told you you could stay in one of Utah Valley's pristine hotels for free? Well, guess what? You can. By signing up for La Quinta Returns, you can earn free nights at La Quinta. Stop by one of our many locations or visit us at lq.com. That's lq.com. Be a true UVU fan and stay at La Quinta Inn and Suites in Orem.
Hey Wolverine fans, this is UVU President Matthew Holland, and I would like to personally invite you to join the Wolverine Club. The Wolverine Club coordinates social activities, pays tribute to student athletes, and honors alumni and friends who provide support to the athletic program. Donated contributions provide academic and athletic opportunities for over 300 Utah Valley University student athletes annually. There are many benefits for Wolverine Club members, including courtside seating, club luncheons, dinners, and much, much more. Be a Wolverine, support scholarships, and join the Wolverine Club.
Well, a big spot here as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. A 2-2 ball game, and the Grand Canyon Antelopes will have the top of their order due up. David Walker, the left fielder. And the first pitch swinging a fastball. High fastball, swung out of missed, and it's 0-1. Walker, Panachone, then De La Guerra. Here's the 1-strike pitch, and it's another high fastball. This time Walker lays off, and the count 1-1. Walker walked in the first, and it was an inning where it looked like Grand Canyon was going to strike early. But Bettis got De La Guerra to hit into a 6-4-3 double play, and then a ground out by Meyer kept the Lopes off the board. Here Bettis misses high again. It's 2-1. 2 in the third tied the game, and that's where we've been ever since. Walker today 0 for 2. The walk in the first, struck out swinging in the third, and then grounded out to first base in the 5th. Here's the 2-1 pitch in for a strike, and the count even. Two balls and 2 strikes to Walker. And this is a big hitter here for Bettis to begin this inning, and the pitch down and away, and the count full. Went off speed on the 2-2 pitch. And Walker, as I detailed in the first inning, a guy who has 19 stolen bases on the year. So far today, Grand Canyon with 2 steals and 3 attempts. The 3-2 pitch, Swan and fouled straight back. A situation here where the Lopes trying to break that 2-2 tie if they get Walker aboard to begin the inning. There's a lot of things that they can do with Panachone and De La Guerra also do up here. So the second time Walker has walked. And now certainly Panachone with Already has one sacrifice today, has an RBI double, also scored the game-tying run. A situation here where he's due to bunt. So with Walker at first base, again, a lot of things Grand Canyon can do. Bettis a quick throw to first. Bo Callis, the third baseman, towards the line, but also in on the grass, expecting to see a bunt. And we may see a long look here from Bettis. He does look in a long time, and swinging away is Panachone. He fouls it back, and they count 0-1. So an interesting play, at least on the first pitch, to see Panachone with De La Guerra on deck, a guy who's driven in more runs than anybody else for Grand Canyon. And it may be a situation where if Panachone bunts the runner Walker to second, the Wolverines could just walk De La Guerra. And that might be what Stankiewicz, the head coach for Grand Canyon, is thinking. Here is the 0-1 pitch, and it's away. 1 ball and 1 strike. So no show bunt there. So at least for the time being, it looks like Grand Canyon is going to swing away. We could see Walker take off at any point in this at-bat as well. 19 stolen bases for the left fielder. 1-1 pitch, not running. Here it is. A breaking ball in for a strike, and it's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Bettis would love a strikeout, even more so he'd love a chance to turn 2. And a quick throw from Bettis to first. Torrey Ulibarri still up in that pen for the Wolverines. Here's the 1-2 pitch down and away with a fastball, and the count even 2-2. Panachone, a guy who puts the ball in play. He has struck out 22 times on the year. Not a lot, but only walked 10 times. Like I said, a guy who will put the ball in play. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball down the right side out of play. Still 2-2 to Paul Panachone, the shortstop. A sophomore from Peoria, Arizona, 5'10", 180 pounds. 2-2. Here's a line drive in left center field. The Wolverines had him shaded the other way. This is going to score the runner all the way from first. Extra bases. Bring her off to Slesk. The relay throw into the plate is wide. Bettis backing up. Will keep the runner from advancing, but Panachone has a go-ahead go-ahead double here in the 8th inning. The Wolverines had Panachone played to go the other way, and he pulled it into left center. So now Grand Canyon with the lead here in the 8th inning. That looks like it's going to be it for Bettis. Here comes Eric Madsen, and with De La Guerra due up, and Grand Canyon in business here in the 8th inning with 1 across and threatening for more. It'll be the end of the day for Danny Bettis, who pitched well, but after that third run is currently in line for a loss. So pitching change coming. Utah Valley trailing 3-2.
If you're looking to go with a winner, better check out the nation's largest full-service security provider, Protection One. Protection One serves over 1 million residential and business customers all across the country. Protection One has a 95.6% customer satisfaction score and an A-plus Better Business Bureau rating. And if you're looking to make a great career move, Protection One is hiring now. Visit careers@protectionone.com for details, or drop by our Career Center just off the University Avenue exit of Interstate 15 and head for 1290 Sand Hill Road in Orem, or visit youdon'tknowp1.com.
Game management is brought to you by the Les Olson Company. The difference between success and failure can come down to game management. Partner with the pros at Les Olson Company to manage all of your document needs. Managing the flow of information is vital to the success of any business. Les Olson Company provides its partners with a full range of document management solutions backed by a veteran team of professionals. More than paper and ink, more than hardware and technology, this is a partnership. Visit us online at lesolson.com. Les Olson Company, your business empowered.
It'll be Tori Ulibarri to replace Danny Bettis here in the 8th inning. The Grand Canyon with the runner at second, nobody out. It's Paul Paniccione who just doubled in the go-ahead run. David Walker scoring from first after he led off the inning with a walk. So the walk comes back to hurt Bettis, who is done for the day but responsible for the runner at second base in Paniccione. And Bettis, 3 runs on 8 hits. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, but that second walk, both walks were against David Walker. That second walk is the one that could cause him a loss and cause the Wolverines to fall into a tie with Texas Pan American. So Tori Ulibarri in, and he will face Chad De La Guerra. And as Ulibarri takes the mound, he enters with a 2.53 ERA, 10 2/3 innings, 3 runs on 14 hits, 7 strikeouts, 6 walks. And so a big spot here, and De La Guerra at worst would like to just move Paniccione to third. But certainly a guy hitting upwards of 360 on the year, not thinking that. Here's the first pitch from Ulibarri. Swinging a ground ball towards the left side. Callis has got it. The throw goes wide over the head, and the runner's going to come around from third. They're going to try and score him. Here's the throw to the plate. White's got it. The tag, not in time. The throw was wide, and they had the time to get Paniccione. But Riley White's throw is about 6 feet down the third baseline. Colby Croft caught it and tried to come back to get Paniccione, but he slid by him for the run. And a situation where the throw to first, a good throw, and there's a one-out runner at second, and De La Guerra all the way around to third, and it's 4-2. So things falling apart for Utah Valley here in the 8th inning. Still nobody out, and Grand Canyon threatening for another. Here's Josh Meyer, the catcher, who can manufacture another run for Grand Canyon. The Wolverines in around the infield on the defensive side. And he shows a bunt, and it's a suicide. He gets the bunt down. Ulibarri fields, throws to first, and it's wide. And safe at first. Unbelievable. The Wolverines can't make a throw. Callis throws one away that allows a run to score. And then on a run that was going to score anyway, Ulibarri throws it wide. So 3 errors, 2 in the inning. Meyer will get a sacrifice and an RBI, but the Wolverines have given away 2 outs here and still don't have an out, and there's 3 runs across. So this has been a disaster of an 8th inning. A walk to David Walker, a double by Paniccione. And then an error by Callis on the ground ball by De La Guerra. An error that allowed Paniccione to score from second. De La Guerra went all the way to third. And then Josh Meyer on a suicide squeeze play. But he's safe when the throw goes wide. Eric Manson talking to the umpire at first base. Boy, the Wolverines controlling their own destiny and not doing a great job of that. Is that if they've given up 3 runs here in the 8th inning, if they can't hold Grand Canyon and then come back and at least tie the game, a loss tonight would put Texas Pan American in that driver's seat for the second seed. And again, it's a big situation because that second seed is a bye for the top 2 seeds in that first day. So here's the catcher Pomeroy, or the first baseman Pomeroy. The first pitch from Ulibarri is low in the dirt. Boy, what a disaster for the Wolverines here in the 8th inning. It was a well-pitched game by Danny Bettis. With the walk and the double to begin the inning, and he's in line for the loss. There's the 1-0 pitch. It's low. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, that run, the 4th run came in. It's a charge to Bettis, but for now, it's unearned. There's a swing and a fly ball to center field. Brinkerhoff back and now in a couple of steps will make the catch, and there's one away. So finally an out here in the 8th. And for all intents and purposes, that should have got the Wolverines out of the inning with 1 run across. Instead, it's 5-2, and there's just 1 out. So Mosseth the hitter, and that run, the 4th run, will stay unearned. 4th and 5th run will stay unearned. The 4th on Bettis, the 5th on Ulibarri. And here is Mosseth. First pitch is a strike. Throw down to first is almost wide of White, and he has to dive towards in foul territory to knock it down and keep it from being the 3rd error of the inning. 3 errors on the day for Utah Valley. 2 throwing errors by the pitchers on sacrifice bunts. So that's not going to make Dave Carter happy. 1 strike to Mosseth and a throw to first by Ulibarri. The play that Callis had at third base with Panachone at second and nobody out. De La Guerra chopped one to Bo towards shortstop, and Bo did a nice job getting to it. And I think the ball just slipped out of his hands. And there's the runner. Ulibarri down to second base, and the tag is there. Nice play by Slesk. So Meyer caught stealing 1, 2, 3 to 6. That was a nice job by Slesk and a throw from Riley White. So 2 outs in the inning. And a 1-0-1 count to Mosseth, who slices one to the corner and right. It's slicing foul. So 2 strikes to Mosseth. So no balls and 2 strikes to Mosseth, who today is 1 for 3. 3 runs on 1 hit in the inning. 2 strikes to Mosseth. The pitch is wide. And the count 1-2. A walk to Walker, a double by Panachone, and then back-to-back errors. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Squibber towards short. Slesk will charge field and throw on the run. He makes a nice play. And that ends the inning. Mosseth retired 6-3. Oh, the Wolverines played defense in that inning. They enter the ninth down 3-2. Instead, it's 5-2. Wolverines need 3 to tie and keep this one going. It's Grand Canyon 5, Utah Valley 2.
Tacanos is your post-game therapy. Win, lose, or draw. Regardless of the game's outcome, you are guaranteed a win at Tacanos. All that mouth-watering, marinated, and grilled to perfection Brazilian goodness. More than 15 meats and vegetables served hot off the skewer at your table. Your taste buds are gonna samba. Let the dance begin. Visit Tacanos at Provo. Be sure to mention this ad and receive a free Brazilian lemonade. Call 801-224-4774 for reservations today.
Elise, come on, it's game day. You've got all weekend to study.
Jen, this has nothing to do with studying. I've got to work. The way the economy is, I figure I'll be working for the next century just to pay off these student loans.
Well, you know...
I know. You joined the National Guard, so your college is completely paid for. Yes, you've mentioned it a couple thousand times.
The National Guard Scholarship covers up to 100% of your tuition. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
So we go to the top of the ninth inning. The Wolverines in a hole here, down 5-2. It was 2-2. Henry. Paul Panichon with the go-ahead double, and the Wolverines did not help themselves defensively in that inning. Gave up 3 total, 2 unearned runs. After 2 errors, allowed runs to come in. And a new pitcher for Grand Canyon. So Andrew Naderer's day is done. The new pitcher is Jorge Perez. And Perez, a 3.15 ERA, making his 10th appearance of the year. He's been a starter. 60 innings pitched, 38 strikeouts to 12 walks, a 252 batting average against. The Wolverines need base runners. Plain and simple. 3 runs behind. They'll have Bogdan to lead it off. And the first pitch to Bogdan is swung and fouled back. So aggressive to start out the inning. Bogdan, Moise, Kruger. And if anybody gets aboard, White and then Brinkerhoff. So here's the 1-strike pitch to Bogdan. He swings and lines it down the third baseline, foul. So a save situation for Perez. Grand Canyon has not really turned to any one closer this year. 8 saves on the year, split between several different guys. Perez with 1 so far, 1 save. Here's the 2-strike pitch to Bogdan, and it's just off the plate. Perez, 6'2", 205 from Downey, California. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bogdan. The pitch. Swings and pops it up and out of play down the right side. Still 1-2 to Bogdan. Moish on deck, and Sean, depending on what they do here with Perez. There is action in the Grand Canyon bullpen. 1-2 pitch is high. Fastball. It's 2-2. They may go multiple pitchers here in the ninth inning. Andrew Nader, the starter, really cruised after that second inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch, a high again, and the count full. Wolverines will take a base runner any way they can get it. Three-two pitch, on and popped up. Back behind home plate, that's going to get out of play. Nader on the day, 2 runs on 4 hits, struck out 4, walked 3. 8 innings, gave up a double, a home run. And in line for a win. Another 3-2 pitch. Here it is. Ogden swings and grounds it towards first. Right to Pomeroy. He'll field it, step on the bag, 1 away. Well, a win here for Grand Canyon, and the Antelopes still maintain an outside chance of sharing the WAC regular season with Sacramento State. The Lopes would have to win, would have to sweep this series and hope that Sac State loses tomorrow in the series finale against North Dakota. So here's Sean Moish, and Perez will stay on. The first pitch to Moish is a strike. Sean Moish today 1 for 3. Here's the pitch, swings and hits it in the air towards left. Not much movement there from Walker. He camps under it, and he puts it away. 2 outs. And the Wolverines down to their final out. Well, for Texas Pan American, this puts them in the driver's seat for the number 2 seed in the first round bye. Here's Mark Kruger, first pitch is a strike. And not only does it put Utah Valley, if they cannot recover and regain that number 2 spot, it's a situation where they'd have to beat New Mexico State. Here's the 0-1 pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-2. They'd have to face New Mexico State on Wednesday at 7, and then with a win, would have to come back and face Pan American and Sam Street the next day. So this really changes things if the Wolverines cannot get that 2 seed. 2 strikes to Kruger. The pitch swings and he fouls it back. Wolverines need 2 base runners to get the tying run to the plate. And Craig Brinkeroff in the hole would be that tying run. 2 outs, nobody aboard, and a 2-strike count to Kruger. Here's the pitch from Perez, and Kruger swings and fouls it back again. Well, Danny Bettis really pitched well enough to get a win today. With a loss, he would drop to 4-3. Nader, who pitched very well, would improve to 9-3 with the win. So the Wolverines still a strike away from a loss here. Another 0-2 pitch outside, and it's 1-2. Tomorrow it'll be Ryan Evans for Utah Valley. Coley Bruns for Grand Canyon. 1-2 pitch to Kruger. Here it is. He swings and pops it down the third base side, and that'll get out of play. And really, in addition to losing the ability to control their own destiny, the Wolverines would really have to win these last 2 games in hopes of Pan American just dropping 1. Another 1-2 pitch, swinging a foul back again. So down to their final strike, Kruger has fouled a couple off. Mark today 0 for 3. Another 1-2 pitch. And it's a breaking ball low, 2-2. The fans wanting that one with a pitch that was in the dirt. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mark. The pitch. Swan and popped up right side. This should do it. Out goes the second baseman, De La Guerra. He's got it, and that's the ball game. So Grand Canyon takes game 1, 5-2, and the Wolverines drop into a tie with Texas Pan American. So it keeps Grand Canyon's hopes alive of sharing a WAC regular season title, and not only that, but it also guarantees the Lopes will finish no worse than second in the WAC in this, the first season for Grand Canyon in Division I. So the Wolverines need to come out tomorrow and win to avoid a series loss and to try and keep pace with Pan American, who now the Wolverines become huge fans of Northern Colorado in addition to having to win themselves. They have to hope that Northern Colorado can defeat Texas Pan American at least once in these last 2 days. So that'll do it from here. Danny Bettis takes the loss. Again, he pitched well enough to win. Gave up 3 earned runs, 4 total on 7 hits. And drops to 4 and 4th the loss. Andrew Nader, the win. He moves to 9 and 3. The same goes to Perez. The right-hander is second of the year. So the final score tonight, Grand Canyon 5, Utah Valley 2. Thanks for joining me. Tomorrow night, 6:35 Pacific, 7:35 Mountain. It'll be Ryan Evans for Utah Valley, Coley Bruns for Grand Canyon. But again, the final score, Grand Canyon 5, Utah Valley 2. Good night.